violence or no other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
We're getting our first look at the man accused of killing his own grandmother, leading to a 7-hour standoff with police. Joe Hankey just got his hands on the warrants. And Joe, you found out what this man reportedly confessed to police after they arrested him.
Did I hear that right? Did she just say he killed his own grandmother?
We're getting our first look at the man accused of killing his own grandmother, leading to a 7-hour standoff with police. Joe Hankey just got his hands on the warrants. And Joe, you found out what this man reportedly confessed to police after they arrested him.
That's right, Savannah. And a 96-year-old woman is dead tonight in this case. Her 31-year-old grandson, as you mentioned, is in the Fulton County Jail. The arrest warrants describe.
Yo. This is different. You know, we seen super gremlins killing their mamas. We seen glider gremlins killing their mamas, right? More super gremlins killing their mamas than glider gremlins, but everybody's killing their mama. But grandma, she's 96 years old. And you know, grandma at 96, you know, she got a little mouth on her. She's saying whatever she want to say, and she's not understanding that this ain't the 50s, grandma. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Jeremy Ingram as suddenly shooting her in front of other family members and then allegedly sleeping through much of that standoff with police.
Oh, Lord Jesus, help us. Pray nobody else gets shot. If somebody did get shot, Lord, help us.
All neighbors could do in the South Fulton neighborhood is watch through their windows and hope for the best outcome as South Fulton police and a SWAT team stood with guns drawn during a 7-hour standoff outside this home.
It was a very uncomfortable experience, but clearly whatever it is that we're going through is, I don't know what happened, but clearly it's a lot worse. There's windows shot out, the garage is gone, the front yard is destroyed. Like, Jesus Christ.
South Fulton police.
And shout out to this brother, man. He described it to a T. He gave authentic and raw perspective. So shout out to that brother there.
He's still 11 alive. The standoff along Gramercy Drive came to an end with officers arresting 31-year-old Jeremy Ingram with, quote, only minor injuries. Details of how exactly they got him out of the home.
Hold on. So these super gremlins will kill their grandmother. Sent grandma to go see the ancestors. Right? The ancestors. But he won't go out in a blaze of glory with the police? The racist KKK police? You won't go? What?
Home have not been released.
Could have been gunshots. It could have been them banging on the door. The officers were very patient, asking for someone to come outside, and
wow. Look at this brother lying on these officers, saying that they were patient and they weren't using excessive force in this case. I tried to compliment him, but he's wrong. Like, these cops, they had to go in guns a-blazing, right? Or this is what we're fed in the media.
Released.
Could have been gunshots. It could have been them banging on the door. The officers were very patient, asking for someone to come outside, and they have been doing that for hours.
The arrest warrants released to 11 Alive this afternoon. State relatives witness Ingram walk up to and shoot Sara Bennett, his 96-year-old grandmother, as she sat in a recliner. That was around 6:45 Wednesday night. Police were called, leading to the standoff. The warrants mention once arrested, Ingram waived his rights to an attorney and admitted to having a gun, standing in front of his grandmother, and shooting her once.
Damn. So, I mean, he told on himself. Can we give him credit for that?
He is quoted as then going to his bedroom, falling asleep in the closet, and sleeping through the standoff, only to be woken up by officers pulling him out of the closet to arrest him.
And South Fulton police have not commented on or confirmed any possible motive for the shooting. Ingram is expected to make his first court appearance tomorrow morning at 11:30. Jennifer.
All right. Right now at 5 a.m., a woman is dead and the man in custody after an overnight SWAT standoff in
I ain't gonna lie, the one on the right got a rack.
South Fulton.
We want to get you straight out to CBS 46's Tori Cooper, who just arrived there on scene. Tori, what can you tell us? What's going on there?
Good morning, Alan. Police just confirmed with me that the woman was shot to death by her very own family member here inside one of the homes just beyond this caution tape here along Gramercy Drive. But I do want everyone to come look at this video right now, Alan, to show you what this really looked like when we first pulled up here. It was very much an active investigation. You can see that there was a number of police out here and even...
Y'all, this is a PSA. A public service announcement. If these super gremlins will do this to their own grandmothers, what do you think they'll do to yours? What do you think they'll do to yours? Oh, well, I guess we know. We saw it in New Orleans with Linda Fricky. So they'll do this to their own grandmothers. What will they do to yours? I'm telling you, these super grandma killing gremlins are on demon time.
The paramedics were out here. Now, police tell us that initially they got a call about a person shot out here. And when they arrived, they found a man inside the home was refusing to come out. They say that's when he started barricading himself inside, and the SWAT teams were called out here. They say they tried to negotiate with the man, tried to get him to come out peacefully and surrender. And when they were unsuccessful, after 7 hours, Alan, that's when the SWAT teams rushed in and they arrested the suspect and discovered the woman's body inside the home. Now, they did confirm with us again that she was shot to death. Back live now, they have not confirmed the family relationship between the victim and the suspect, and they have not released the names of either one.
Breaking news from overnight. A SWAT team responded to a South Fulton neighborhood after the call of a deadly shooting. Channel 2's Darren Moore is live for us in the 5600 block of Gramercy Drive. Good morning, Darren. I know that is still an active scene behind you. What can you tell us this morning?
Well, we can tell you that police are still here, Laura. You can see the blue lights up the street. It's actually that house that you see that's kind of like on a hill. But this is a murder investigation involving family members.
This morning, a woman is dead and a man is in jail after a 7-hour standoff with South Fulton police. This is on Gramercy Drive, not far from South Fulton Parkway. When police got the call, the man refused to let them inside the house. Officers called in the SWAT team, who tried to get him to give up. After several hours of talking and with no success, SWAT stormed the house, found the woman dead, and arrested the man.
And police said that woman was shot. The man did suffer some injuries when the SWAT team actually took him down. But Lori, if we learn of any new information, you'll hear about it during the newscast.
All right, Darren, we appreciate that reporting.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
New details tonight about a shooting in South Fulton where a man is accused of killing his own grandmother. Warrants released late this afternoon described his surprising comments to police about what he allegedly did next. Here's Joe Hinkie with those details for us this evening. Joe?
Jennifer, in the arrest warrants charging 31-year-old Jeremy Ingram with murder, police wrote he shot his grandmother, then went to his room and slept, only to be woken up by officers arresting him.
The man, the super gremlin shot his own grandmother, 96 years old, about to reach a century old. and he ends her life abruptly. And then he goes and has a good night's sleep. How many times do I have to tell you these super gremlins have no empathy, no remorse? Okay? There's no type of conscience that is, oh man, you shot your grandmother, you know, you should feel really bad about yourself and you should feel like a POS. And no. He said, huh? Let me go take a nap. Let me go back to sleep. I wonder what those dreams are like.
Neighbors sent a cell phone video seen here showing South Fulton police outside the home with guns drawn as the standoff began. That was shortly after 6:45 Wednesday night on Gramercy Drive in the city of South Fulton. The standoff continued for 7 hours. Ingram's arrest warrants describe him as walking up to his grandmother, 96-year-old Sara Bennett, then in front of other relatives, shooting her as she sat in a recliner. In the warrants, police wrote Ingram waived his right to an attorney and admitted to the shooting, saying he then went to a closet in his bedroom and fell asleep. Neighbors tell us they were scared for their own safety during the standoff.
It was a very uncomfortable experience, but clearly whatever it is that we're going through is, I don't know what happened, but clearly it's a lot worse. There's windows shot out, the garage is gone, the front yard is destroyed.
The South Fulton police have not said how exactly they went into the home and arrested Ingram, but said he only had minor injuries when he was arrested. He's expected to make his first appearance in court tomorrow morning. Jennifer.
Joe, 96-year-old grandmother is shot and killed while visiting family in South Fulton. The woman's grandson is now behind bars, taken into custody following a police standoff. The shooting happened at a residence on Gramercy Drive Wednesday night. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes joins us live in South Fulton with more on the shooting that, Deidre, has left this community shaken.
It certainly has. Police say 96-year-old Sara Bennett was visiting the home when she was shot and killed, allegedly by her grandson. Right now, investigators cannot say what sparked that deadly violence.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
A neighbor recorded the chaotic scene unfolding just yards from her South Fulton residence.
Oh, Lord Jesus, help us.
South Fulton police officers responded to...
Guys, Fulton County is hot. Cobb County is hot. DeKalb County is hot. Make sure you're very careful. This, unavoidable. What was she gonna do? Nothing. Nothing. You're not even assuming your grandson, the son of your daughter or son, is going to shoot you dead in your own home.
Reports of a person shot at the residence on the 5600 block of Gramercy Drive just before 10:30 Wednesday night.
An officer with a big rifle in his hands comes running over and knocks on the door, and he's telling us that we need to go to the basement because they have a situation.
Neighbors were told to evacuate their homes or take shelter in the basement, anywhere where it was safe, where they remained for several hours as police tried to negotiate a peaceful resolution.
Very patient with this guy. Very methodical the way they moved around in this house, clearing this house, which led to a peaceful ending on his behalf.
The SWAT team.
Wow. So the man murders his grandma in cold blood. And don't y'all be coming in my comments talking about, you don't know what she said to him. Sometimes, words can sting more than physical. Come on. This is what these folks be trying to do in the comment section. There's no justifying this. The fact that the police were able to take him in without incident is a miracle. These guys are heroes. And they need to get recognition for it. Because these super grandma killing gremlins are on demon time.
Team was called in after the suspect, identified as 31-year-old Jeremy Ingram, refused police commands to surrender or talk to them. After negotiation efforts failed, SWAT officers entered the residence and arrested Ingram some 7 hours into the standoff. Police say Ingram shot and killed his grandmother, 96-year-old Sara Bennett. They don't have a possible motive.
I don't know what the real conversation actually took place in that house, but something triggered him to go to as far as he did and carry out these actions to actually kill that grandmother.
Investigators tell Fox 5 the suspect recently moved into the South Fulton residence. Neighbors shaken by the tragedy say such violence is uncommon here.
His windows shot out, the garage is gone, the front yard is destroyed.
And the suspect now charged with murder and possession of a firearm. Reporting in.
What degree of murder are you gonna get for killing your own grandma? Interesting to see.
South Fulton, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car. I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.